Not being honest with oneself about the chances that one has and the chances that their descendants have to live a decent life, a moral life, a life acceptable to God, leads to a lack of moral outrage and a lack of humanity. If one can bear to prostitute themselves, then they are prostitutes in their hearts as a result of their breeding. In the absence of a logical way out of the unprincipled coward's direction of humanity, one must take a stand with the top martial artist and fight to the death. Since reproduction is the main component in the direction of humanity and the main measure of a woman's worth, women must submit to the most righteous judgment, which is mine. All decent, attractive women should offer themselves to me as I am the top martial artist. The unattractive ones must offer their help and never, not even for a moment, try to prey on me based on the unavailability of women that are transcendent and morally upright. Speaking of women, women as a certain measure. Women have upset the yin-yang idea of balance in terms of the women that are attractive. Mind, body, soul should equal out in terms of who will not hesitate to date the ideal Set man or the greatest embodiment of Set, and the ideal Haru man or the greatest embodiment of Horus. They are truly blind and cannot sense what is the right thing to do. In the divine order, obviously, none are allowed to refuse the Pharaoh. And there is no yin-yang idea of a balance. There is just orders from the true spirit of righteousness, which obviously is so much superior to the idea of yin-yang balance. I don't even know where to begin. In the satanic illusion of masonry, there is no balance, just pure evil. With these things considered, surely I am correct when I say man is breeding in the wrong direction, and surely in the exact opposite direction. What is even worse is they have screened out those who are the combination of over 100,000 years of intelligent human existence, I would label it, and obviously 300,000 years of human existence, and at least 10,000 years of breeding in the divine order. They have drugged me intensely today. It's making it hard to communicate. I have a severe headache, and I've ruled out, medically speaking, the idea that it could be anything else. It is the drugs. We know that for sure, from every angle. Maneuvering and skywalking. Spiritual punishment. The left hand being made more coordinated with the various martial arts techniques is partially what civilized man. Remember, the right hand is the dominant. The left follows, and the right makes the final adjustments. So he gives the orders as the Pharaoh, the masses of the people follow, and he adjusts as he sees fit. Not as people who think that they know how to organize better or do things better see fit, but the dominant, naturally dominant, alpha hand sees fit, the hand of God. The use of basic natural weapons help man stand up and naturally, as well as gracefully, defeat all other life forms. It is impossible for one to honestly say that non-Africans created martial arts. The combination of factors that the well-researched martial artist comes across shows us they are more like black Africans. However, Circe and Nubian more pure variations are less desirable, shorter and thicker variations, and tall and more brutish. A similar problem that we see in the Europeans, perhaps to a lesser degree we see in the pure blacks, is that they are big brutes and they have a form of athleticism that is not ideal for precision striking. It is a certain natural intelligence and balance as it relates to combat, and not flexibility alone, gymnastics or katas, martial arts forms, presentations, demonstrations, that the superior lines cultivated. So they cultivated a certain natural intelligence and coordination. Balance in terms of coordination and not in terms of putting on a show or doing little bitch shit to make you look cool. All right, moving on. The left foot was also tuned up and made more effective throwing kicks and with footwork. This also helps one to coordinate their body. Thus the term skywalking. This makes it impossible for one to claim that Set, Apis, Mont, or any other non-Haru deity is Ra's true son. He is his true son because he knows how to truly connect to the spirit and thus embodies it. No ill-gotten gains, no technology, no drugs, no con whore, no min whore, no fake bitch shit. Okay, no son of Osiris and Isis. But first and foremost, he is the son of the strength of the sun, which is God's spirit, which is God. How else can we define God if not by the spirit and the source of the spirit? So the source of the sun in the strength, you follow that train of thought to its finish, you get the source of the strength of the sun. Okay, what is the source of the sun's strength? And what is the source of that source? And as you start to pinpoint it and understand the point of the description of God, only then can you truly define God. Everything else is some bitch-made shit, you know. And bitch-made shit, you know, a female gives birth to somebody who's still sucking on her titty instead of looking for a greater reason to live. He's still in her pussy, you know, on the way out, so to speak, instead of truly looking for a deeper reason why he's in this world, which is pinpointing the Spirit of God. Thank you.